Hello everyone, I'm Sandy Anastasi, psychic channel, intuitive astrologer, and soul coach. And I'm here with my editorial video blog for you for 2019, and this is April. I was thinking just a while ago, what was it that actually got me started as a psychic? These days, of course, you know that I'm a psychic channel, an intuitive astrologer, a soul coach. But what is it, or what was it, that actually got me started? Of course, as happens with all of us, there were so many little triggers, but what was the main thing, the thing that really launched me into the field that I'm in now? What was it that shifted my professional life from being a safety engineer, which I absolutely loved, to becoming a professional psychic? What was it? The answer that came to me was simple. It was my destiny, you see, to have that destiny grown out of other people's desires. I'll repeat that because I think it's true for so many of you as well. It was my destiny. And that destiny was grown out of other people's desire. What desire, you ask? That's a desire that we all have. It was the desire to know the future. That's why people have come to me for psychic readings and for coaching for nearly 40 years now. That's why students come to me and came to me back then asking to learn how to do what I do in the 1970s, back when I started, and still do today in the 2000-somethings. That's the reason that tarot was the first class that I ever taught in my small apartment in North Babylon, New York. That's the reason the initial classes that became the Anastasi system of psychic development launched in 1979. That's why I do what I do. We all have, it seems, a thirst for foreknowledge. Some of us just want to benefit from it, but others want to learn how to do it. It's one of our natural God-given capabilities, folks. The future is fickle. You see, it's constantly moving. It's forever forming and reforming. It's a complex of energies that morphs and then morphs again. Mathematicians, economists, investors, statisticians, even weathermen, all use their own tools, some better than others, for prediction within their specific and personal area of expertise. Prediction is definitely not reserved only for psychics. But the very best people in all of these professions, whether they know it or not, are adding their intuitive faculties to the tools that they use to make their accurate predictions. No matter which area of life is being predicted, without intuition, without utter mastery of the tool employed, combined with that intuition, the future remains a muddle. When the tool employed combines with that intuition, the future lines up into a neat order. It allows a true path to show itself that the energy will take, and so we can see it. Then and only then can you have an accurate prediction of the future, no matter what field you're in and trying to make that prediction for. So, my career as a psychic began because I could quite often predict the future. Remember, no one, not even the weatherman, is entirely accurate in his or her predictions. My ability to predict the future became evident, as I've told you before, when I was learning to read the tarot. and my friends I was practicing on proved to me that my predictions for them were real. They were living them. The evidence was incontrovertible. So, being a scientist at heart, I explored how it could be possible. At first, I blamed it on the tarot cards themselves. I realized that the tarot cards have the ability to predict the future all by themselves once you learn them. I also soon realized that the more I used them, the better and clearer and cleaner my predictions became. The tarot cards were obviously a great training tool for psychic ability. But there was more. As I began to pay more attention to my own abilities that were swiftly developing, I recognized that some events in my life I had dreamed a long, long time before they occurred, and with accuracy. Those dreams were happening all the way back into my teens and even earlier than that. For example, I dreamed about getting laser surgery on my eyes 30 years before I had it done, when those lasers didn't even exist. I saw the face of the doctor who did it in my dream. He was being born that year. It was the year I had the dream. All those years later, when I had my eye surgery, I had the surgery on his birthday. I love how things come together. Synchronicity is such a beautiful thing. So one of the biggest issues that I had to deal with within myself when I began reading and coaching people professionally, when I really accepted that indeed I was a psychic and a psychic channel, here was my problem. I had a tremendous fear. I feared that people would make life-altering decisions based on predictions that I made that might possibly be inaccurate. For a time, that fear actually froze me, and I couldn't do readings at all. But that's what led me to understanding how important it is that we all be self-responsible. I realized my clients needed to know that the futures I showed them were only possible futures, and the accuracy of my predictions would depend to a great degree on their own choices and on the decisions of those close to them who could easily affect them. It's far easier to make accurate predictions for someone who's always responding the same way and follows the same patterns in their life than for someone who is independent and self-actualizing. The latter person is the creator of their lives. I find those people the most exciting to do readings for. They eventually only come to me for confirmation of what they already expect to happen, not for predictions from me. As I said earlier, the future is both malleable and fickle. Any prediction is therefore only a possibility. So proper research and exploration of options always needs to be done before you base any major life decision on anyone's prediction. Remember, you, the client, are the responsible party. It's your life that's being affected by your choices. All a psychic can do, my friends, is to give you guidance. The psychic can allow you to see a little bit more of the whole picture so that you will know what to investigate. You will know what more you need to know in order to make better life choices. And when you've had a really, really good reading, my friends, you will then know in your life what you want to change, because all readings are changeable, and what you want to just sit back and wait to see if it happens. I'm Sandy Anastasi, and I've so enjoyed sharing this conceptual information with you. A little bit of stuff here about myself, and hopefully some things that will help to give you direction in your life choices, in how you use your intuition going forward. Please visit me on my website. You'll find me at www.sandyanastasi.com. You can find out how to book a reading with me there. And also, when I'm doing my next psychic hour, they're always free. And they're just so much fun. You get to ask me questions live. And I have a free newsletter as well you might want to sign up for. I also do teach just about everything you might want to learn online in almost every area of metaphysics. www.sandyanastasi.com. Thanks for coming by, and I'll be back next month with another editorial blog. Whatever's on my mind, folks. I'll see you then. Bye for now.